Hello everyone, I'm Woman International Master Canarik and I'm using the chesswithcanarik.com website to record this video. In this video we're going to see a position where we need to underpromote to win the game. Now let's see, in this position black has an extra rook which looks very good, but on the other hand white has a pawn that is about to promote. It is white's turn. Of course, if white plays any move with the king, white loses the pawn and it's simply losing because black has the extra rook. So definitely our move is going to be to push the pawn. Now after pushing the pawn, we know that we can promote to a queen, and sometimes, very rarely, we can under promote to any other piece, any other smaller piece. Now let's see, as a first choice, of course, majority of the time we want to promote to a queen because usually that's how we win the fastest. So here, if we promote to a queen, what's going to happen? Yes, we do have a queen versus a rook. This means that this would have been winning for white. But if we check closely, now this rook is blocked, doesn't move, these pawns don't move, and how about the king doesn't have any legal moves, which means that this will be a stalemate. So promoting to a queen is a stalemate. This means that we can try, if we want to win, we can try to under promote and see what are the options we have, if any of those options is going to help us win the game. Now usually when I ask this question to my students, after the first try of trying the queen, trying to promote to a queen, they try to under promote to a knight because that looks interesting, because under promoting to a knight is going to be with a check. But we have to know that after all, after under promoting and doing the check, after all, it's not a checkmate. Black is going to play their move, the check is going to be over, and we need to play this game. And how are we playing this game? We're playing it with material down. We're playing it with a knight and a king and a pawn versus a king and a rook and two pawns. This means that this is going to be winning for black. So going back, under promoting to a knight is a check, but that's a really not so useful check. So usually we do tend to be attracted to moves with check, but we have to be careful if it is really good or not. Now let's try what else to try. So usually when we promote to a queen and it's a stalemate, the first thing that comes to mind is to under promote to a rook, because if we under promote to a rook, it's the next most powerful piece after the queen, and it's going to give the king moves to do if I under promote to a move to do if I under promote to a rook. So why not then under promote to a rook? Then the king is going to have a move to do. Yes, the king can move now to g7, because if we promoted to a queen, the king didn't have the move to the square g7. So this is definitely not a stalemate, yes, but again, we need to play this endgame. And how are we playing this endgame? It's a rook and a king and a pawn versus a rook and a king and two pawns. Okay, these pawns are doubled on the h file, and okay, this is probably going to be equal, but it's surely not winning for white. So going back, under promoting to a knight or a rook did not work. Now, well, how about the next thing to try? How about under promoting to a bishop? Now, from all the under promoting examples, it's very rare that I have seen under promoting to a bishop wins a game, and this is one of those rare positions. And here, let's see if it's gonna work or not. And let's see here, because usually under promoting to a knight does a good job, because a knight moves in a pattern that other pieces don't move. So often we under promote with a check because we will need to have a tempo, for example, or under promoting to a rook usually does the job because otherwise the queen would have stalemated, so we use the rook. But it's very rare that we under promote to a bishop to win the game. Now let's see. How about here? If we under promote to a bishop, we are attacking the black rook. But say if here it was white's turn and we could capture that rook and black captures back, this game was going to be a draw, right? Black was not going to lose this, white was not going to win this for sure. Even if black didn't have these two pawns on h7 and h5, this is just a draw because it's a rook pawn that white has. So going back, yeah, it's true that if we capture with the bishop the rook, that's going to be a draw. But Here it is black's turn, and black is somehow in a zugzwang because black must play a move, can't say pass. So, and what's the move that black needs to play? If the pawns and the rook don't have any moves to do, then black must move the king. And can the king stay on a square that still defends the black rook, so that when we capture, the king captures back? Is there such a square for the king? G7, not safe. G5, not safe, which means that this black king is going to have to do a move that leaves the rook, and say the king moved away and we're able to capture the rook. Now here we captured the rook for free, which means we are keeping our bishop, which means with an extra bishop we should be able to win this. Now but what we need to be doing here is we need to definitely try to win these pawns. Eventually we're going to be able to do that with our king. Slowly but surely we get closer and capture these pawns. And it's also very important to realize here that if the promotion square here for this rook pawn was a light square, this wouldn't have won, because it's important that if we have a bishop and a pawn that's on a rook file, if the promotion square is a different color than the bishop we have, then it's going to be a draw as well. So here it just happens that we have the same color bishop as the promotion square, and with the rook pawn this is going to win. We are going to win this with white slowly but surely. Let's say I can just wait, even if black is waiting, not allowing our king to get closer. We can just wait again, right? Because we have the bishop and can do all the moves in the world, and whenever possible just use that to get closer to black's position. Say black is playing here to g6, and we just get closer and closer on every move. With our bishop's help it's just going to be easy to do that, and we will be able to win the pawn. Here we go, and that's it, and we're winning the pawn and easily promoting and winning this game. So this is from one of the rare positions that we can see there, where under promoting to a bishop is winning a game.